I want that front seven of the Jaguars.
So who does that fall on? Paul Podolski and Tyson Alualu?
Those guys, basically. All right.
Yeah.
Those are the only two players I know on that defense.
I'm going with the upset here. I'm going with the home team. I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wow, Blaine Gabbert sighting. Is he playing? Or?
Yeah, I think he's gonna play.
Where's my boy Chad Henne gonna take the reins?
Fucking Chad Henne.
What's Blackman gonna do?
Listen, it's not Blackman. It's all gonna be on MJD.
Well, who is it?
MJD.
MJD's
So
gonna.
he's gonna rush for 300
Maurice
yards.
Jones
I'm not
is
saying
gonna
300
run.
yards. I think he's gonna run for over 100, maybe 150. I think Blaine Gabbert's gonna have a solid game. Maybe he's probably gonna throw a touchdown. I don't think he's gonna blow the water with their offense. I think he's gonna be the defense that's gonna win this game. I see Jay Cutler. I don't think Jay Cutler has the mental power. You know, I don't think he's that strong of a leader.
Doesn't have the mental power.
I don't think he's that strong of a leader to come into a Jacksonville game after a tough win at Dallas.
I think that was a good win.
I mean, it was a good win, but
After the third quarter, it didn't look too tough to me.
well, I just don't think that Jay Cutler has that attitude of a leader who's going to come in, play against a weaker team. I think they're going to come in with their heads big and play less than what they're capable.
Okay, I get it. What about you, sir?
I think the Bears are gonna kick their ass. Bears, I don't know. I'll give them like 20. I'll give them like 27-7.
27-7. I'm gonna agree with you. I think the Bears are gonna beat their ass, but I think they're gonna do it defensively. And I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think it's gonna be something like 17-7.
Okay.
Chicago. I think Gabbert will get in there one time. He'll mess around and get flushed out of the pocket, and nobody be on one side of the field, and he'll jog it in. That'll be it.
Yeah.
MJD will have about 80 yards on 7 carries, and then he'll end up twisting his ankle.
Oh, man.
It'll be all good.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Next up on the slate, the 2-2 Seattle Seahawks, led by Russell Wilson, and that defense with Chris Clemens and Bruce Irvin, going up against Cam Newton, 1-3 in Carolina.
Big game for Cam Newton. I think he's going to will his team to win.
He has to.
He has to. I think we'll finally see something out of that run offense. I'm really worried about the Panthers' run defense. I think Marshawn Lynch is going to have a hell of a game. But I have the Panthers winning this one in close fashion. I won't go as far as saying that this will be a high-scoring game because I don't think either one of these offenses are extremely high-powered. You know.
What do you mean, Golden Tate? He's not gonna have 200 yards.
This guy. All right. First of all, Golden Tate had a touchdown that doesn't count. All right, so he's not even in the talks. But I got the Panthers winning this one. Very close game, 14-10.
I like Cam, so I'll say he'll pull it out, but it'll be ugly, like 13-10.
It'll be that game that has like 2 highlights.
Yeah, 13-10.
It'll be like one big hit from Beeson and then.
Yeah.
Well, games with the Seattle Seahawks are always ugly, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Especially with those jerseys.
I like that. I like their new look uniform.
Well, they're gonna have the pink in there now.
Yeah.
They took out the pink?
No, they bring it in the pink.
Oh.
I like Carolina. I'm extremely disappointed in my NFC South right now. They're making it easier than what I would like.
I told you it was going to be an easy walkthrough for your team. I told you this was going to be easy. I told you by the 8th game they were going to have it clinched.
Easy. That's fucked up. So are we the new AFC West now or what? Fuck.
Yeah.
One good team, then everybody else.
One good team and everybody else.
Damn. 0-4, 1-3.
I like the AFC South.
Oh man. Well, I'm pulling for Carolina in this. Cam to do his thing, and the people to get off his back too, because they've been on his back. He's not a team player, and his ego is bigger than the team. And he's more concerned about Cam than he is with the Panthers. I think this week he leads his team. I'm gonna say 17-14. Very close.
For a place in Carolina that historically is not a big football city.
What? They had Jake Delhomme.
Exactly.
Jake Delhomme sighting.
Carolina isn't known for its Panthers, right?
Carolina isn't known for its Panthers. It's known for Michael Jordan, the University of North Carolina.
University of North Carolina. But I think Cam Newton has brought a national awareness.
Absolutely.
To the state of Carolina.
He's re-energized that franchise.
But for that city, man, to be bashing him the way it is, I think it shows a lot of disrespect. And if I was Cam Newton, I'd be waiting on that first train to New York City.
Of course.
Send him to the Jets.
Of course.
You don't want him. Carolina will take him.
Grounded.
We'll give you Sanchez and Tebow. You want Holmes too? You can have him.
Give him the codes. Give him the codes.
Ground and pound.
Yeah, the coach is all thin and shit.
Yeah.
He looking good. He looking sexy.
Yeah, that's some gay shit.
They expect him to go to the Super Bowl.
Woo!
Yep, those are Ritz crackers you heard in the background. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, on the slate, the 2-2 Buffalo Bills go out west to Frisco. They play in the 3-1 San Francisco 49ers.
Man,
I think this is a good matchup.
I don't see this being. I don't see the Buffalo.
If Mario has any chance to revive his fucking career,
Buffalo Bills don't got a prayer, man.
Not against this city.
not against his team.
I don't think.
You don't think Mario can put some pain on Alex Smith? When we see a Colin Kaepernick sighting?
I think the one thing that the Bills can do to the 49ers is the same thing the Vikings did, which is run the ball. I think having Fred Jackson, Spiller, Tashard Choice back there gives them some good running options. I think they can have success on the run, but I think that the defense ultimately of the Niners are going to swallow them whole.
To me, if you don't have an answer for Vernon Davis, it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah.
See, I'm not afraid of the Alex Smith Vernon Davis connection. I'm not. I mean, I'm afraid of Vernon Davis in himself because he's such a playmaker. You know, he's a
When are we going to see the rest of this receiving core from San Francisco? When are they going to play?
But see, they're not that great of a receiving core. I mean, understand, Michael Crabtree was a top 10 pick. He hasn't lived up to it. Randy Moss is 80.
And is Alex Smith gonna make your receiving core look better?
Exactly. Mario Manningham.
Now, is that what it is?
Mario Manningham is not getting the throw.
He's not an elite quarterback. Would you put him in the top 15 in this league?
Absolutely not.
So he's not gonna make them better. Okay?
So Andy Dalton is better than Alex Smith?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah.
Yes.
Put Andy Dalton on the 49ers.
I drafted him 14 times with my first 14 picks before I drafted Alex Smith.
Hey,
So give me a score.
I have the Niners winning this one in I won't say blowout fashion, but somewhat of a blowout.
They at home, man.
I got them winning 28-10.
28-10.
Niners 24, Bills 7.
I think it's going to be closer than that. I don't think y'all giving the Bills enough credit, even though
Bills suck. They're also the Jets.
you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't throw my Falcons under the bus like that.
I do it to the Jets every day of the week until they show me different, man.
San Francisco 49ers 28, Buffalo Bills 17.
Okay.
They lose by 11. All right, we almost done. We got 4 more games. Next up on the slate, the Peyton Manning-led Denver Broncos 2-2.
3 more games. We're not counting Monday night.
Ooh.
And you just had to chime in. I really stopped and looked like, wait a minute, did I count it? But like, we digress. The Denver Broncos go out to see the New England Patriots in New England.
Best game of the day, Peyton Manning versus
Both
Tom
teams
Brady.
2-2.
Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. I think this is a very competitive game.
Oh yeah.
Not only because of the quarterbacks, but because of the defenses. I think the Patriots defenses have played a lot better, and they're going to show up. And also the Broncos defense is still, to me, a very good defense. It'll be a test for them, especially. I'm picking the Broncos. I think that Peyton Manning's going to want to win this one.
They had a big game last week too.
And I think that this defense is finally going to show some pass rush, man. I want to see Tom Brady on his ass, and I think we're going to see that with Von Miller and Elvis Dumervil and those guys.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see Elvis Dumervil. He hasn't been as loud as I expected.
There's gonna be no defense in this game. This is gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna be like 34-33.
You got winning, man.
Broncos.
So both y'all go with the Broncos?
I'm not going with a nail biter like he's making it out to be. I think that, what I expect is that the Broncos defense will get some pass rush on Brady. Brady's going to be under fire.
I don't think so.
I
think Elvis Dumervil is gonna stay
I'm talking about Von Miller.
hidden away.
I'm talking about Von Miller, though.
Yeah,
about that guy?
but he needs help. He needs help.
I got the Broncos winning 28-21, pretty close.
28-21. I'm going to go ahead and go against both of you on this one. I'm going to say the Patriots.
Oh!
I'm going to say the Patriots 34. Patriots 34, Broncos 30.
Close game, though, man.
The game is going to be an ugly play at the end of the game. Controversial calling. it's popping in my head right now. Tracy Porter's gonna get an interception. He's gonna get the ball knocked loose. New England's gonna pick it up and take it back the other way. Gronk. There you go. So yeah, I got the Patriots in this one, 34-30. Peyton's pissed off. He leaves the field, leaves the shoulder pads on the field.
Bill Belichick not wearing orange sweatshirts anymore, so this will be an interesting wardrobe change.
Interesting word. At least he's not chasing down refs.
Oh man.
So yeah. Yep. Next up, this would be I don't know what this game would be. I'm confused about this one. The 1-3 Tennessee Titans head out to Minnesota. 3-1 Vikings who are playing red hot.
This is a chance for the Vikings to stabilize themselves as one of the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
All I can say to the Vikings is don't get your heads big. Play at the level that you've been playing this whole year, as if you were the underdogs. I don't think the Titans have a chance, but I think that if the Vikings come out slow, the Vikings can definitely take over, especially with Matt Hasselbeck now at quarterback. I think Matt Hasselbeck, people underestimate how good he is. And I think that he can will a team like this over a Vikings team that's still trying to figure out if they do want to be an elite team or not.
I don't think they're figuring it out. I think they're putting it together. They're 1 or 2 pieces away from being a dominant team.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Vikings will pull it out in the end. The talent will take over. I think the Titans will put up a good fight. I'll say Vikings 21, Titans 17.
21-17. Okay.
I'm picking the Titans. I think that Matt Hasselbeck taking the reins from Jake Locker. I don't think they miss a beat. I think they've gotten better.
That veteran leadership.
Slowly. I think CJ2K is finally back. And maybe, if he can get going and they can win this game. I got the Titans winning a real close one.
It's going to be hard to run on that defense.
Real close one, 13-10.
I got Minnesota. I think Minnesota's too hot right now. I think that they're going to overwhelm Tennessee on both sides of the ball. I think that defense is nuts. And I think offensively, they believe in Christian Ponder. People block better for quarterbacks that they believe in.
Right.
And I believe that Minnesota will win this one 21-13.
Okay.
Next up on the slate, the 3-1 San Diego Chargers head out to New Orleans.
Sunday.
See Drew Brees
Sunday night.
break that Johnny Unitas record.
I think this is finally the day we see a Saints team worth mentioning. We finally can see a win for Drew Brees. Finally, because I don't think this Chargers team. I think they have the firepower to score big. I think
as they always do.
The running backs are going to go ballistic. Jackie Battle and Ryan Matthews, those guys are going to go crazy. But I think Drew Brees, this is going to be a shootout. I think Drew Brees is going to finally stick it to the world and finally get this win without his head coach or his offensive coordinator. I got Saints winning this one. Not big.
And they're at home.
Yeah, but it hasn't mattered.
Sean Payton's going to be there.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It hasn't mattered.
Sean Payton hasn't came in the games.
Well, I mean, when the New Orleans Saints have been at home before, what has happened?
Sean Payton's going to be there. Sean Payton's going to be there. What's his score, boy?
I'm picking the Saints. I think this is finally time the Saints win a goddamn game. They'll really disappoint me if they lose this one. I got the Saints winning 35-32.
35-32.
I think it's already set up. Okay, the Chargers were the last team that Johnny Unitas played for. So Breeze will win. Will break the record for consecutive touchdowns in consecutive games, and New Orleans will play flat, and the Chargers will beat them 28-10.
I'm going to take the Saints. Drew Brees only gets that one touchdown pass, and it's going to be 13-7. New Orleans Saints.
Ooh, I'm going to go to sleep on that game.
You might as well. It's going to be a lot of 3-and-outs.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be because
I don't know. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game only because that both these defense. First of all, the Saints defense is terrible, but the Chargers defense has also been showing a lot of flaws.
Well, thanks, folks, for listening in on our broadcast. We have no more games.
Breaking news! They just put a game on the Monday night slate.
Monday night? What day is that?
The Monday night game. The red hot 4-0 Houston Texans head out to New York to see those possibly Tebow Jets.
Excuse me.
Tebow. No, but on a serious note, I do think the Jets have to take into consideration. I'm not saying Tebow should be the starting quarterback. I think Sanchez is the starting quarterback. But I do think you need to use Tebow better.
My whole thing is, even with Tim Tebow at quarterback or with Mark Sanchez at quarterback, the Jets have a real problem. They don't have the personnel around in their offense to be a strong offense.
They're going to have to be ground and pound.
Well, I'm saying, look at their team, though. Look at their team as a unit. Look at the players on their team. Let's go through the playmakers on the Jets offense, right?
Quarterback still there.
Quarterback Mark Sanchez. Running back, Sean Green and Bilal Powell. Wide receiver, Stephen Hill, Chaz Schillings, Jeremy Curley. This team has worse offensive weapons than the Cleveland Browns.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Who's the Cleveland Browns starting receiver?
Trent Richardson and Greg Little.
Greg Lewis.
They're better than
Greg Little.
Sorry.
They're better than Stephen Hill and Sean Green. Let's go to an even worse team. How about the Jacksonville Jaguars? Their offensive playmakers are better than the Jets' offensive.
They only have one offensive playmaker.
And the Jets have none.
You're being a little hard on the Jets.
No, I'm not being hard on the
being a
Jets
little hard
at
on
all.
the
They
Jets.
have nobody who can make a big play.
Would Curley play on the Falcons?
In the slot.
You think so? Over Harry Douglas?
He'll play. I think Jeremy Curley will play.
I think he's not over necessarily, but I think they're similar.
But we have a situation with the Jets where they have no offensive playmakers. If they do,
You can't say no offensive playmakers. They made the team. They got to be producing some type of offense.
Okay. Carson Palmer. Anything can happen.
You damn New York fan.
Rex Grossman was quarterback
You
last
do it
year
to me
for the
every
Redskins.
time.
Anybody can play in that.
You do it
I
to
would
me
say
every
anybody
time.
can play in the NFL. We've seen terrible play. This personnel group for the NFL, for the Jets offense, is laughable. And you consider yourself a playoff team? Can you name me a playoff team with offensive playmakers like
That defense has to step up though. If the Jets are gonna turn the season around, it has to be.
They can't win
defensive.
this game without scoring points. And the only way they can score points is on offense. Our defense being as good as it is.
Cromartie's capable of running a few picks back.
No, not more than one.
Who's checking Andre?
Wait a minute, y'all just signed Aaron Berry
Get the fuck out of here.
Aaron Berry.
and Jason Hill.
Oh.
Is he related?
Why am I talking to a Falcons fan?
Is he
Right?
related?
He's high off.
Is he
He's
related to
I didn't even bring the Falcons up.
He's
I'm
high
talking
off
about the
Matt
Jets.
Ryan juice. Okay.
So my Matt Ryan juice is trickling over to the Jets. You might want that.
I mean, I don't want Matt Ryan's juice. I mean, I was.
Ooh, that didn't sound good at
You
all.
want Matt Ryan's juice on your birthday?
Anyway, the Jets' offensive personnel has taken a huge hit. I don't think they have a prayer of winning this game. There's nothing they can do. If they bring in Tebow, they're going to have to orient their offense to be Tebow oriented.
Ground and pound.
But
Y'all been yelling ground and
that's
pound.
not ground and pound. Ground and pound is when you have a running back like Willis McGahee.
You need running
like
backs.
no Sean
Sean Green can do that.
No, he can't. He has
Sean
not
Green
done it
can
this
do
year.
that.
What inkling have he given you this year that he can do that?
They haven't given him a chance.
Yes, they have. They've given him 20 rushes a game.
He's had 20 rushes every
Yes.
game.
Well, I won't say he's averaging over 20, but he's averaging close to 20 rushes a game.
Okay. I feel like Tebow will be a good infusion for you guys of just excitement. I'm not
I don't
saying
think
starting.
excitement doesn't win games.
And I also believe that because they have a lack of playmakers, like Vinny said, guys who have been making plays right now. I think they have guys who could make plays.
I'm the first guy.
Let me say that I do think that Curley can be
Thank
a player.
you.
I think that Stephen Hill can be a player. I still think that
Stephen Hill exploded the first game.
There is nobody on this team who you can rely on in a big moment.
Not right now.
There's nobody.
Not right now.
Nobody.
I know one guy.
Not right now.
His number's 15.
But you see, but here's my contention: because they don't have playmakers on the outside, you can't use Tebow because it takes away his strength,
they're gonna put 10 in the
his
box.
strength is they're gonna put 10 people in the box. Okay, nobody's going to be in the backfield.
Don't check Stephen Hill. He's just gonna drop the ball anyway.
Okay, they're not gonna pick it.
I think that Mark Sanchez has a boulder on his shoulder after last week, and rightfully so. I think if nothing else, if nobody else for this Jets team plays well, it's going to be Mark Sanchez.
See, I don't
He has not lost his team yet.
I don't think it's all Sanchez's fault because Sanchez doesn't.
I'm not blaming Sanchez, but I think he takes a lot of heat and anybody with that much pressure on him. And
I think Tebow's gonna come in and he's gonna stink them up. He's gonna stink it up, and the Jets are gonna drop him. And then we're just gonna see Skip Bayless, all right, on the side, bringing Tebow in to suck his dick every night. ESPN First Take.
Man. Give me a score, Jet fan.
Texans 34, Jets 10.
Damn.
Texans 44. Jets 16.
How? Who's scoring 16 points?
Tebow's gonna score 2 garbage touchdowns.
2? You said Tebow?
No. Yeah, no, 1. He's gonna score 1 garbage touchdown. Rest is gonna be field goal.
Tebow at the end of this game.
Just because y'all have pissed me off, I'm going against the grain. I'm picking the Jets, so I feel like this is the week Houston's going to drop the ball. Bart Scott is going to knock Matt Schaub out the game.
Bart Scott.
TJ Yates is going to come in rusty and throw 2 interceptions.
Oh, no.
Kyle Wilson is going to reemerge. Your defense is going to
reemerge? When did he emerge?
Your defense, Boise State. Your defense is going to step up. It's going to be 21-19.
I pray to God you're right, Scott. But
21-19.
He didn't say who would win, though.
21-19 Jets. Mark Sanchez gets his penis back. Tim Tebow helps out the offense a little bit more. Sean Green rushes for over 100 yards.
I thought Eva Longoria took that.
That's his problem. He
lost all
and
his
that
strength.
old cougar pussy.
He has no strength, man.
Them old women is another level. If you ain't never dated an old woman, you might need to upgrade your life. The old women take good care. And I know for a fact Eva Longoria can make that shit talk in Spanish.
Oh yeah,
Talking
man.
French. Like she was getting it.
So we digress. That's our slate for the week. I got to keep this show moving because these guys have brought me down talking about the Jets. In good news, we're gonna switch over. We're gonna switch gears. MLB, the playoffs is out. It has happened. My Detroit Tigers have won their division. Miguel Cabrera has won the Triple Crown. He's the first Mexican-American, Spanish-American, however you want to call him.
Mexican-American?
He's the first.
Wow, how racist was that?
No. You know what? I didn't coin that term. I stole that term from ESPN today.
He's the first Mexican-American?
To win the Triple Crown.
Is he Mexican-American?
I think that
Miguel Cabrera.
Hey.
I mean, yeah, he's Spanish, but is he actually
I thought he was
Mexican?
Dominican.
Hey.
No, I didn't think he was Dominican.
Said it specifically because ESPN said it.
Oh,
Shout out to you, ESPN.
I could be wrong.
Cabrera won the Triple Crown.
Never thought I'd see it in my...
Hasn't been done since 1967, so Lou has seen 4 Triple Crown winners.
No, that's not true.
Lou's seen 4 of them. So
The last one in the National League was 1934, so I haven't seen any in the National League.
I don't know, Lou.
Oh, hold on. You tripping, though. You was there for World War II.
That was before World War II.
The Great Depression.
So let me go over this. Let me go over this playoffs, man. In the AL East, of course, the Yankees. The Yankees.
What 16 teams are in the playoffs?
The Yankees.
The Yankees just edged out the Orioles, man.
The Yankees are in. The Orioles are in. The Tigers are in. The Oakland Athletics are in. The Texas Rangers are in. The Washington Nationals are in. The Atlanta Braves are barely in. The Cincinnati Reds are in. The St. Louis Cardinals are in. And the San Francisco Giants.
And that's just the American League.
No, that's both the leagues.
That's both.
One thing I like to say, I want to give a shout out to the Oakland A's. They played a great game last night. In a comeback fashion, they were down 5-1, came back to win the AL West over the Texas Rangers, who is my pick to go to the World Series. So now the Rangers are going to have to play the wild card game against the Orioles to see who will go to the divisional playoffs.
When is that game?
Oh, that game is, I think it's either tonight or tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The Braves, they have to go over to who do they play?
The Braves are playing
Cardinals?
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Huge game, all these Braves fans talking.
I'd love nothing more than for Chipper to go out. Losing to the Cardinals. Last day of the season.
I'm not going to hate on Chipper Jones that much, but yeah.
I will.
These one game playoffs.
Yeah, that's interesting.
To me, that's pretty low brow. I think if you're going to have these two teams who play the whole season.
Oh, it's all over, man. They need to have like a coin flip to see who wins,
I disagree
who
with
wins the World Series.
I disagree with
God.
I disagree with the whole premise that there should be 2 wild card teams and they should fight it out. I think it should only be 1.
We should have more divisions and more leagues. That way we can have more teams in the playoffs. And we could have, in fact, the whole entire population playing in the baseball playoffs.
So let me get on.
I want some of that money, man.
Let me get on a serious note. Who's the MVP?
MVP
Of what?
MVP of the American League is of course Miguel Cabrera. National League MVP, and this is I'll say only my opinion.
Okay.
I don't think a lot of people would follow me on this one.
On Twitter.
NL MVP is tough because there's a lot of guys, man. But
It is.
There are a lot of guys, and nobody's really jumped out at you as the best. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say who the NL MVP is. I couldn't really say.
What about you?
Okay, AL MVP is Mike Trout of the Anaheim Angels.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's the best player in baseball right
First of
now.
all, the Angels aren't in the playoffs.
But he's a complete player, man.
But I think he's the best player in
He's a
baseball.
complete player.
Then Felix Hernandez should win AL MVP because he's the best player. All right, on the field.
But he's more
whatever
complete.
field he's on.
What's his batting average?
Felix?
Yeah.
King Felix. He's a
Yeah, you
pitcher.
said he's the best player.
He is.
He's the best pitcher, not the best player.
Come on, Vinny.
Mike Trout is the best hitter. Okay.
Oh, no.
And defensively,
Miguel Cabrera.
What about pitcher? What about pitcher then, huh? Fuck out of here.
he doesn't have to pitch. He hit so many home runs, they don't want him to pitch.
Oh man. Okay.
What about? I'm surprised you didn't throw out Robinson Cano. He's not in there.
Nah, not Robinson Cano. None of these.
Josh Hamilton.
None of these. Yeah, Josh Hamilton's close, but
Nick Swisher.
I have Miguel Cabrera mainly because I have Miguel Cabrera because one, he's a triple crown winner, of course, and also because along with the rest of that Tigers team, they came back from a White Sox team that they played terribly. They did, but they came back and forced their way into the playoff picture because they were out. And for a while, they looked like they weren't going to make it.
See what happens when you get rid of Ozzy?
Now, for the Angels, where the hell was Mike Trout this last month? You know what I'm saying?
Well, he can't be the whole team. You know, he like you said, he doesn't pitch.
Well, Miguel Cabrera, he might have made that step.
Hold on for a minute. The Tigers got some very, very integral parts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Don't try to discredit the squad, boy.
But
He just turned 21 today.
But if they didn't have Miguel Cabrera, would they even be close?
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I
You
totally
got
disagree.
Prince. You got Verlander out there throwing them fireballs.
That's it. Who else? Austin Jackson?
Hold on for a minute.
Who's the other guy?
Did we go down your roster?
Hold
All right, we're moving on from MLB.
on. Before
These guys over here.
Hold on. Before we did, I want Cy Young with it, man. Cy Young.
R.A. Dickey.
AL.
All right, no.
American League. Go on.
AL is a little dicey. I have to come back to you on that one.
For the AL, I'm going Felix Hernandez. I think he's been the best.
You going Felix? I'm agreeing with your dad with R.A. Dickey.
I'm going NL R.A. Dickey.
I actually am going to say R.A. Dickey because he's had a great season. Hell.
I would have said Chapman. I would have said Aroldis Chapman if he wasn't injured.
No.
But when Aroldis Chapman when he was healthy, he was to me,
Yeah,
no
that's
doubt.
the key statement. Win.
But I'm saying he got hurt. He got out.
I know. That has to be taken into consideration.
I mean, as much as that Braves fans want to hype up Krimble and how good he's been,
No.
Aroldis Chapman was better than Krimble earlier this season.
Yeah.
And when these playoffs come in, it'll be interesting to see if Chapman can come
I
back.
don't know
and
who
show
I'm
that
throwing
fire.
there for the L, but I think Dickey has it. Definitely. I don't think anybody's close near him in that race.
What? You don't think Johnny Cueto did all that?
Dickey's been consistent. Think about just on our sports shows how many times we brought up Dickey individually.
Yeah. As bad as the Mets are, man. All right, Dickey's real. It'll be nice to have a Cy Young winner for the Mets.
Oh, you gonna be actually happy about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Or you
happy.
gonna
Yeah,
complain?
I'm gonna celebrate.
Fuck, we didn't make the playoffs.
But we did it. What do you want me to do? Want me to be happy?
I'm moving on. That's our MLB segment. Stay tuned for a very, very good playoff.
The rage has begun.
By the time the next show comes around, 4 teams will be gone. Yeah. We're at about almost 90 minutes, but we're almost finished.
90 minutes.
Yep. Hey, man, that's doing good. We was at like 120 last week. Yeah, I was in there sweating. I was putting up clips with my eyes closed. Like. All right. I'm going to run through this. NCAA AP top poll this week. Alabama still at number 1. Oregon at number 2. Florida State at 3. LSU at 4. Georgia at 5. South Carolina at 6. Kansas State at 7. West Virginia at 8. 8. Notre Dame at 9. And those Gators at 10.
Big game this week. Georgia versus South Carolina.
Yep.
We'll finally see
Huge
if
game.
Georgia has what it takes to finally take over the SEC.
And
That's gonna be it.
they lost Michael Bennett for the year
Huge loss.
with ACL injury.
Yeah, that's gonna be a huge,
Georgia.
That's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be because both of those defenses have looked poor. Georgia disappointed me last week. That 51-44 with Tennessee. That was extremely disappointing. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game for the Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs will etch them out. It'll be something like last week.
What are the big changes to the top 10 poll do y'all see coming this next week?
South Carolina's going to be out.
Yeah.
Of the top 10. And I told you that last week. I think they're overrated. I think this get proven because Lattimore hasn't even looked good.
I think we might see Oregon fall.
You think so?
Oregon is playing a Washington team that's coming off a big win. I think Washington, they might not be the best team, but
I think Notre Dame's coming back down to earth too. They had 2 weeks against two poor Michigan teams.
Well, they're playing a very good passing.
They played State and then they played the University of Michigan, and neither one of those teams played them well. So I think they come back to earth this week. My Michigan Wolverines, I got to shout them out. They played Purdue, their first conference game.
Who cares? Are they even top 25 anymore?
Nope, they're actually not.
Wow.
But F you, anyway. We've already talked about the
Heisman watch. Geno Smith.
Of course, they're gonna blow Geno Smith. We know it.
Geno Smith,
he's real, man.
Future Jet.
He's real.
Future Jet.
20.
I can't wait till the draft when he comes out.
I'm already in draft
And they're
mode.
like, what? The Jets are passing on Geno Smith? I can't wait to hear that.
Listen, man.
I can't wait to hear that.
20 touchdowns so far this year. Already? That is ridiculous. He is blowing away RG3's numbers.
No, he's playing extremely well. Geno Smith, I'm just playing. I like you. You've been playing great. Shout out to you. I hope the Jets do get you, but it probably won't happen because they always pass on good players. And before we end the show, I'm going to give you a brief NBA sighting because it's coming out. We got about 3 weeks till the NBA season kicks off.
NBA Media Day was October 2nd, guys, so we all got the looks of all the new guys in their new jerseys. The Dwight Howard. The OJ Mayos, the Jason Terry.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot going on this season, man. I'm excited. We had a quick quote from Kobe. He was asked whose team is this now? He said, and I quote, "Don't get it twisted. This is still my team."
I think Kobe's still in love with the fact that he can pass Jordan and pass what he's done with the 6 rings. I think he wants 7. And I think that he's not going to stop until he gets it.
I think, and this is just my preseason prediction, extremely early, I think the Heat win their second championship. I think the Thunder take care of the Lakers before they even get a chance to see the Heat. I'll add it. Kevin Durant's going to be big this year.
My big thing with this year is I want to see where Derrick Rose is. I want to see if he can have an Adrian Peterson-like comeback.
Absolutely. And I think he can do it.
I think he can do it too, definitely.
Now you know who I really want to see? Brandon Roy. I want to see Brandon Roy.
I'm just interested to see that whole Minnesota Timberwolves team because they're getting players from anywhere they can.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to see Brandon.
Ricky Rubio's going to come back. Brandon Roy.
Kevin Love. They got a nice roster.
But I want to see that second team of my New York Knicks. I'm going to think it's 1995. Jason Kidd, Rasheed Wallace, Marcus Camby, is Latrell Sprewell in the clubhouse?
The Knicks
Rod Strickland hanging around somewhere?
The Knicks have made some very questionable moves, but the one thing that a lot of people are not realizing is that what happens if these moves work? People are looking at the age.
Ooh, a New Yorker looking at the glass half full.
What?
I'm a fan of this New York Knicks team, maybe because it's preseason. I haven't seen them play, but on paper, they look like one of the best teams in the NBA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be really interesting.
Shout out to the Knicks. I'm actually interested to see. I love Carmelo.
Yeah.
I think he's a class act. Carmelo, just baby, defense.
My whole thing with the Knicks is I love the uniform change. I don't like the Amari not off the roster change.
You want to get Amari gone?
I want Amari to be gone.
Who would you want to trade for him?
Anybody who can start at the power forward.
Oh my God!
Because
I'm not that willing to give up Amari.
Last year, Amari Stoudemire. I wouldn't even put him in the top 10 of the power forwards.
Really?
In this playlist.
That's a statement, my man. I don't know if I would agree with you there.
I think that Amari Stoudemire played piss poor offensively and defensively.
I see.
Compared to what
the beginning of the
was
season,
expected.
The beginning of the season, he played great, and I think as the season went on, he had to give up the ball more.
What's great?
Jeremy Lin emerged.
What's great though?
When Jeremy Lin emerged, Amari Stoudemire was not a scoring. He wasn't an option anymore.
Why?
You had Melo. You had Jeremy Lin.
My question is,
you got Landry Fields. Come
why
on, man.
is Jeremy Lin and Landry Fields taken away from Amari Stoudemire's points? No matter what Jeremy Lin is, no matter what, I don't give a fuck what the hell Jeremy Lin did to become so great. Okay, you do not take the ball away from a
Well,
$100
check
million
this out.
man. That's like James Jones coming in the game and saying, "I'm taking over, LeBron. You go ahead and sit out for a while because I got him."
I'll take them out.
Bullshit.
Either one of my teams. You notice I haven't brought up the Hawks or the Pistons
I wouldn't bring him up either.
because we're both. The best compliment I can give them is they're in rebuild.
Hawks season tickets, $25.
Drummond looks good.
Yeah, we are. That's one play.
Well, you put him with Monroe, and then Stuckey plays up.
My interest in
I feel like the Pistons got too many of the same type of player. We got like 4 centers that all look and play alike, and we still are hurting at the guard position.
Yeah, I should have got back Rasheed Wallace.
I'd take that whole team back at this point. In my Atlanta Hawks, I'm still waiting for a suitable replacement for Joe Johnson. I can't even believe I said that out loud.
Listen, I have a team that y'all might be surprised at that I think might make a big splash, and that people aren't really talking about. Well, they're getting a little bit of pub.
Who's that?
Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, they got a dope team.
And the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets don't get nearly as much love
Question:
as they should.
where did Andrew Bynum go?
Andrew Bynum went to the Sixers.
Sixers.
Okay.
The Sixers have Bynum. Evan Turner stepping up. He's trying to live up to that number 2 pick. I don't think he will. But
They
he's
lost
trying
Lou
to.
Williams though.
They lost Lou Williams. But I think that's good because Lou Williams, let's be real, he's a chucker. He just throws the ball up.
But he scores, man.
But
He scores
that
a
wasn't going to
bunch.
win you championship games.
Yeah, well,
in the playoffs.
The Hawks need that. So, hey.
Yeah, the Hawks need somebody to score.
The Hawks need a scorer.
And the Nuggets having Boston, Iguodala now.
They have a very quietly
Gallinari.
strong roster.
Yes, they do.
Wilson Chandler's still there. JaVale McGee, even though he's a knucklehead, he's still very good on the defensive end.
They still have Nene?
No, Nene's on the Wizards now.
Oh, he's on the Wizards, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. He went for JaVale McGee.
But it's a very good team.
Needless to say, NBA is coming up. I'm excited. That's my favorite part of the year. Like football season and NBA at the same time. It's not a better day. I can
No baseball, no NASCAR.
The silence is
See,
deafening.
it's his birthday, so we're trying to let him get a few.
No soccer. Fuck a soccer, nigga. MLS can suck my dick.
Oh my goodness.
Well, with that, we want to say thank you
It's my birthday.
for tuning in to
It's my
Real Talk
birthday.
Sports. We will be coming at you every week with the hottest in sports and entertainment. Thank you very much. If y'all see Vinny on the street, go ahead and just give him a quick, what do I say? What do they call it now? Shiner? Give him a...
Shiner?
Yeah, give him a quick...
Sound like my dad.
Give him a quick gloss.
You,
know?
you goose him?
Okay. Anyway.
He just turned 21, ladies, so it's a lot he hasn't done.
That's what you think.
Shut up, boy. I can smell the wet on you.
Oh.
I'm Scott Baker, signing off. Real Talk Sports.
Man, this is Vinny Xing out the haters. Alright, I'm wishing myself a happy V-Day.
You're so cocky. Damn.
If you want to wish me a happy birthday, you can go on Twitter, VKid that dude. Go on Facebook, Vinny Fernandez.
If you want to wish me a happy birthday, you can go on Twitter.
Much love to everybody.
It's nothing personal anymore.
Man, I'm so sick of this nigga Scott Baker.
And he's telling that to his face.
Not for long.
Yeah, much love, world. Much love, world. We'll see y'all next time, man.
This is Delu. I will be back next week with my recent Mike Tannenbaum draft history. And I will give you the details of the fall of the New York Jets and what we need to do in order to become an NFL franchise again.
And I got a question to pose to you Jets fans. If you could trade your GMs and your owners, who would you trade for?
I want the Ravens owner.
You want Newsom?
I want Ozzie Newsome. And my general manager. I want the Packers general manager.
Yeah, I'll take Thompson, the Packers general manager. Coach wise, I love Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
I like Mike Tomlin.
I'm more of a fan. I like Mike Tomlin too. I think he's a great coach. I want the Niners coach.
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh.
Okay. We'll take that. Well, yeah, we getting up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Holla at us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Real Talk Sports. Woo! We out of here.